Update: me, 23 female, with my friend, 26 female of 2.5 years, who was rude to me and my boyfriend, 26 male. And now I don't want to include her in our new D&D campaign. How do I tell her? Original post: I have a friend who we'll call B, 26 female, who recently went through a pretty bad breakup in late August. She's been really upset about it, and I've been a major support for her during the pre-breakup, the breakup, and the post-breakup drama. B definitely considers me one of her best friends, and while I consider her a close friend, she doesn't really make the top 3. I've been friends with her for 2.5 years, but a year of that time we didn't live in the same city. I was also friends with her now ex-boyfriend first and became friends with her afterwards, and am still friends with her now ex-boyfriend. Both B and her now ex-boyfriend are part of a D&D group that was comprised mostly of her friends, but after the breakup, the group said they wanted him to stay and B could leave if she wasn't comfortable with that, and she did not choose to leave. I don't know why they picked the boyfriend over her, but it could be because she was shitty, or it could be that he was just more fun to play with, plus he painted little figures for all of them, plus they felt bad for him. The breakup was kind of B's fault. I started dating this new guy in July who we'll call M, and I really liked him. A month ago, we decided to hold a board game night with one of his friends, and I invited B and her new boyfriend because I thought it would be fun for M to meet B, plus we needed more players. At the game night, B was super disrespectful and wasn't a team player. M spent 30 minutes reading the complex rules, and B said, "Yeah, I didn't listen to any of that, and I'm just going to ask you about everything, LOL." Which obviously made M a bit annoyed. She proceeded to ask basic questions about the rules, which meant we had to spend another 20 plus minutes explaining everything to her. Also, she and her boyfriend refused to fight each other and were super annoying together, so it really impacted the strategic element of the game because they were instant allies. Later, M made a strategic move to invade her lands because it was the easiest thing for him to do in order to get more points, and he was apologetic, but taking other people's lands is the point of the game. She got super upset and decided to go take a smoke break, so we all had to wait for her, and then was pouty and rude for the rest of the game. She also made out with her boyfriend in the middle of the game quite a bit. Not just a fun kiss, but like full-on kissing and mild groping. After she left, both M and his friend were like, "Well, that was awkward. Your friend kinda sucked." And I felt the same way. She was bratty in front of my new boyfriend and his close friend, who I was trying to make an impression on. I saw her a week or so later, and towards the end of our visit, she said, "By the way, you and M started up a new D&D campaign. Let me know because I got kicked from the other one, and I really want to play again, and you should include me." And I was like, "Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know if M's group is going to start one anytime soon because they just finished one," and tried to be super non-committal. I mentioned that she wanted to join D&D to M, and he was firmly against it, based on her behavior from the previous board game night. Well, M and his friends decided they wanted to start a new campaign in the coming weeks, and we did a trial run this weekend, and all of his friends said that I was great despite being brand new to D&D and fit right in, and I'm super excited. The people who are playing are M's core friends and their girlfriends, one of which is the same friend who was there at the board game night and witnessed B's behavior. I don't want to include B in the group. I'm certain she'll flake on the night we've decided on sometimes because she babysits on occasion, plus she's perpetually 30 plus minutes late to everything, and I know that M and his friend don't want her there either. Also, I'm sure that if we invite her, we'll have to invite the boyfriend, who's a cool guy, but I don't really want them making out and being annoying together in the campaign. However, this campaign is going to go on for months, and I don't really want to have to lie to her about my plans every Friday night if she asks to hang out. Another piece to add her is that since the breakup, she feels a lot of her friends are making plans without her, and she's feeling really alone and isolated. I don't want to contribute to that, but these also aren't her friends or my friends even. They're my boyfriend's friends. Should I tell her that yes, a D&D campaign is starting, but we already have a lot of people in the party and she's not invited? Or conveniently forget she asked to join and bring it up a couple of weeks after the campaign is going? But with this option, she might ask to join anyway because I think you can do that. Not sure. I'm not a D&D noob. Not tell her at all and make a different excuse every Friday night for the next 6+ months. Tell her she sucks and I don't feel comfortable including her because I can't trust her to not be a brat or a drama queen or bail at the last minute on the evening. Now for the comments before reading the update. It's completely possible to have too many players in a campaign. Just let her know when it comes up that this one is full. If she whines about it, oh well. It's not like you're disinviting her. You're just not inviting her to a thing you didn't even plan for her. Yeah, she won't see it that way though. I think it's because when it comes to D&D, she feels particularly touchy about it because the other group chose her ex-boyfriend over her, and now I'm choosing my boyfriend over her too. However, I definitely think that I'm going to tell her that the DM only wants a certain amount and it's a core group who all know each other, friends and girlfriends. So I asked, but unfortunately, he wasn't okay with an additional person. Thanks for your advice. I don't really see why she even needs to be informed it's going on. If she finds out, then absolutely there are too many players this time around, or my boyfriend's friend is the DM and wanted to stick with more people he was familiar with, or we only wanted to have people who could absolutely commit to every session. Explanations could be diplomatic. Your behavior the last time was inappropriate and made people uncomfortable. Would be a way to go if you think she's capable of hearing it. I just feel like I have to inform her because she keeps saying how it feels like all of her friends are going to do stuff without her, so I think to give her advance warning that I'm doing something without her would be better than her finding out 4 weeks into the campaign that I didn't include her. I definitely think if she gets pissy or rude to me about the situation, then I will flag that her behavior wasn't okay at the board games night, and that played a factor when it came to not including her this time. Thanks for your advice. Now for the update. Hi relationships, while my original post didn't get much attention, wanted to provide an update as the advice I got was super helpful. I ended up not mentioning the D&D campaign to her as she never really brought it up, and when she did, I kept it super vague. The friendship slowly started to fade and we got coffee about 6 months after my post, and she spent the entire time talking about herself and life and barely asked me anything about mine. Like a 2-hour coffee. I maybe spoke for 10 minutes max. I was happy to let the friendship fade because of some other shitty behavior from her, but finally she confronted me over Facebook about it all, and I decided to tell her I just didn't want to be friends anymore and I wished her all the best. I felt pretty bad, as it wasn't the nicest thing, but I genuinely wasn't keen on staying her friend and was hoping that she would take the hint and just let it fade. And at least she has that closure of me formally ending the friendship. I don't know. Based on her social, looks like she has lots of great friends now, and things are going well for her, which is great. She's a fun person, just not a fit for me, I think. The D&D campaign went amazing. My character actually ended up dying, and then being resurrected by a different god in order to kill the big bad guy. And my character ended up dealing the finishing blow. We just started a new campaign that Matt is DMing this time, and it's super fun so far. In other news, Matt actually proposed to me a few weeks ago, and we just bought a house together, so things are great. And while I don't have a ton of friends, the ones that I do have are way more fun to play board games and D&D with, and I'm making a big effort in 2020 to make more friends. Wanted to thank everyone who gave me the advice on the first thread, particularly the person who gave me their permission to lie, haha. Story 2. Is my boyfriend trying to sabotage my grades or am I being paranoid? Plus update. Original post. I am using a different account because I've been having suspicions about my boyfriend. I, 24 female, am doing my master's in data science, and it is a really hard subject for me. I will say I'm very studious, and I've always strived to get good grades. If I do well in my master's, I will get a scholarship on my PhD. But lately, something has been happening that has made me suspicious of my boyfriend Liam, 26 male. We've been dating for 5 years now. We met in college. Liam has no interest in higher studies and wants to do business, but he knows how important my studies are for me. So it started happening almost a few months ago. It was my midterms and I'm always on time, but that day I woke up 15 minutes late. I swear I did the alarm right. I never miss it. But on the day that I missed it, luckily there was no harm done. But then again, I lost my report I was doing. I got a lot of shit because that was from my supervisor. I thought maybe I misplaced it. I found it on the inside nightstand of Liam's side. When I asked about it, he made an excuse that I must have kept it. The thing is, I never touch his side of the nightstand unless I am cleaning. Then one time, Liam arranged a family dinner right before an important presentation of mine. He knew not to disturb me during any one of those exams and crucial times. I was angry with him. He told me that I'm being selfish by only thinking about my grades in school and never focusing on him. This is almost like a pattern. He would always have some big thing planned before my quizzes and exams or project presentations. I remember in one instance where I wrote a code in my computer and saved it, only for it to have bugs, and as I was fixing it, I can tell someone deliberately tampered with my code. I know Liam sometimes borrows my computer because this one is old and mine has better performance. What happened last night confirmed my suspicions. There was a report that I have been working on for 6 months. This is basically a journal that I've been working on. Today I had to show the first draft of it to my supervisor. I usually keep my computer open before I go to sleep. It locks automatically. Late at night when I woke up, I saw Liam was doing something on my computer. I asked him what he was doing on my computer. His response was, I was looking at porn. That was a stupid thing to say and lame, and guess what? My entire report was deleted and even the backup ones that I had on my Google Drive was deleted. Luckily, I saved it on cloud and pen drive too, but I'm still feeling like he did it intentionally. I don't understand why he would do that. I did confront him, but it only made him angry, saying I am accusing him without any proof, and that since I live under his roof, he should be allowed to use my stuff too. I am concerned whether I'm being paranoid and sabotaging my relationship, or is he trying to sabotage my grades? Now for the updates. Update 1. Whoa, I didn't realize I would get this many responses. I didn't get the time to read every one of your comments, but I took one suggestion someone gave me. I don't remember who it was, but it was also my friend's suggestion. She asked me to install a hidden nanny cam on my workstation and a keylogger. My friend Lisa told me not to rush into things. Just have proof of it in case he blames me and says that I'm lying. So that day when I posted this, I acted like I have a huge assignment due next week, and I need to focus on my work. I lied to him just to test if he does the same thing or not. I opened an old assignment of mine and pretended to work on it. After that, I went to bed. I know I could just catch him in the middle of the act, but I knew he would be lying. And yes, as you guessed it, he deleted the assignment from everywhere. I have proof that he did it. The next morning, I said nothing. I told him I'm sick, so I'm skipping school, but really, I was planning to get the hell out of his house. Lisa came along with my other friends and helped me. It was quick because we were 5 people. After I was settled in Lisa's house, I messaged him and said, I know what you did. I am breaking up with you and moving out. Don't try to contact me or try to reach out. We are done. I blocked his number. I don't know where he is or what he is doing right now, but I heard from one of my distant friends that he has been asking for me. I don't know what to do next. I am literally scared to even go out. I'm trying to see if I can attend my classes online instead of going on campus. Final update. Hello guys, I just wanted to come back for a final update. The good news is I got a scholarship for my next semester. I did well in my finals. Now I just have one more left. I got a part-time job as front-end developer. Though it's not what I wanted, it does bring in money. So anyway, there isn't any drama now, but when I first moved out, I'm sure my ex, will be stalking me. But I know multiple routes to my classes, so I just alternated each day. But that didn't work because one of my friends snitched and told my ex where I was living. He was there every day just to try to get me to talk to him. I didn't want to, but I gave up and we agreed to meet at a public place. There was a lot of tears in his justification. Basically, he was jealous that I was doing well in my life career-wise. He feels into the peer pressure of his friends teasing him because if I graduate with good grades, it can really amp up my career. This made him insecure. Also, he falls into the deep rabbit hole of podcasts that tells men they need to earn way more than their girlfriends, otherwise they're inferior. One of his idiotic friends suggested that he does something that will harm my grades, and I will eventually know where my actual role is. He said he was deeply sorry, but I didn't buy it. He wanted to work things out and try again, but I just cannot trust him. He sent me flowers even after the talk. I tried to go to the police, but they just ignored it. Because he's not doing anything to harm me, he is just being silly. They only gave him a warning. The begging eventually stopped. I think it is because he has a new girlfriend now. I wish there was a way that I could inform her about all his shit he has done, but I will be the crazy ex. I'm a little heartbroken because he moved on easily, but I cannot blame him. We were not together, so he has every freedom and right to do so. But I do mourn the relationship that we used to have. That's all. I will be focusing on my PhD now and probably try to heal from all of this. Story 3. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister to accept her daughter is white? Both me, 33 female, and my sister, 27 female, are Caucasian Latinas. However, she's always been more tan than me, a fact that she's always been very proud of. For reference, my skin tone is close to Aubrey Plaza's, while hers is closer to Gina Rodriguez's. When we were younger, she would constantly talk about how European I looked compared to her, how my hair looked more blonde than brown, which no one ever agreed with, and how certain colors I liked look awful on me due to my skin tone. I almost never said anything because I was 6 years older and had better things to do. Also, while I do have many insecurities, I never doubted I was beautiful. Fast forward to now, we both have kids. My husband is a little more tan than me, and both of our children, 8 male and 3 female, have the same skin tone as their father. My sister's ex and baby daddy, however, are very pale. Swiss guy, my niece, 5 female, is a fair-skinned girl with dark blonde hair, while my daughter is more tan and has dark brown hair. Everyone agrees that both girls are beautiful, but their skin tones have always bugged my sister. She insists that both girls are equally tan, that her daughter's hair is a light brown, that my daughter spends too much time in the sun. Last weekend, we all had dinner at my father's place. My son brought his notebook and drew pictures of everyone at the table. He colored my daughter's skin a darker shade than my niece, added orange for my daughter, light pink for my niece. He also gave my niece yellow hair and colored my daughter's hair black. He lost his brown pencil. When he showed us the drawings, my sister frowned. She said he was exaggerating his cousin's features, and that he could at least make her hair darker. When my niece said that she loved the drawing, my sister told her it looked nothing like her and insisted my son was doing this on purpose. Before the kids could get upset, I pulled my sister aside and told her she was being ridiculous. We had a very small fight in the next room. Near its end, I said something along the lines of, "Listen to me, your daughter is white, we're all white. You need to accept that and stop comparing the girls if you don't want niece's name to become insecure." We left shortly afterwards and none of the kids brought up anything again. My sister is pissed at me. She told both of our divorced parents about our fight. Our father thinks I shouldn't have commented on my niece's appearance and wants me to apologize to my sister. Our mom thinks this was dumb. I agree, but says my sister is overreacting. Am I the a-hole? That's all for today. If you're enjoying this story, please like the video and share your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you.